Hansen. When having dictated things, he walked into a right hand and was counted out. Now, last night, his opponent was pound for pound the greatest fighter in the world today, the WBC champion, Sugar Ray Leonard. The biggest attraction in the game, Olympic gold medalist in Montreal, and a man who in 4 years has accumulated a fortune close on $5 million. And he was to receive another $1 million for his work last night. Now, this gives you some idea of the power of this welterweight.
He is questioning with the mouthpiece out. He is questioning, and Sugar Ray has in a sportsmanlike way refrained from going after him. The right lead, the left, and the right. And Gonzalez is down again. Leonard, like Larry Holmes, wants to prove for everybody how he can punch.
Well, it was Daniel Gonzalez who was on the receiving end that time. Sugar Ray Leonard then went on to win the WBC title last November from Wilfredo Benitez, and Dave Boy Green last night was his first challenger. Now, what a prospect for the 23-year-old from Chatteris. Let's now join Reg Guttridge at the Capitol Center at Landover over in the States in Maryland.
So there it is. On paper, the chips are down for Dave Green, rated only number 10 by the WBC, and a voluntary defense by Sugar Ray Leonard. As they're still waiting now for the timekeeper to give the okay. There's a bit of a delay for some reason or other, and Dave Green's smart enough to keep warm with a towel around his back. And there's manager Andy Smith from his hometown there of St Ives in Cambridgeshire, and of course Dave Green from Chatteris, which also produced another great fighter, Eric Boy Boone. An opening round. Sugar Ray Leonard took the World Championship from another unbeaten fighter, Wilfredo Benitez. He's the new $1 million kid in boxing, the All-American hero, having won the Olympic Games gold and unbeaten as a professional, and still apparently hasn't reached his potential, and is already being likened to the great Sugar Ray Robinson. No weight difference. They both came in at 147 pounds. That's 10 stone 7. Davy Green hopefully recovered from that disaster against the Dane Jørgen Hansen when he lost the European Championship in Denmark. Every move in the book. Green hopes to nullify that by charging in, taking chances, because he knows that he doesn't have the skill to beat Leonard, but he might have the will, who knows. The odds heavily weighted against Green, almost written off by every critic, and the way he's reacting to that, okay, I've done it before. I've never been short of gameness, and I can punch a bit. Will this fellow stop dancing if I pressure him? Tackles on Leonard's feet there, doing the Muhammad Ali shuffle. Crowd love all that showmanship. Now, I can imagine there are so many people at home now who must be saying, well, I just wish Green would hit him on the whiskers and then see if he could dance like that. But really, that's easier said than done. Two Englishmen have given this fellow a good run as amateurs. Graham Mountain and Clinton Mackenzie. And the exchange after the first round with not too many punches exchanged. A little bit of flashiness by Sugar Ray Leonard. But Dave Green didn't seem to be too troubled. distractions with the rounds numbers. And I'm looking over now at Leonard's corner. He's hardly breathing. Just did a bit of dancing, and I'm surprised because on the early part of the show there's Leonard. He came out and he really almost went hysterical, cheering his brother Roger, who had a tough job winning against Johnny Cant. He was actually standing on the press tables, yelling when you thought he might have been in the dressing room, if not worrying, certainly resting. So round two now. The last chance Dave Green had to win the World Welterweight Championship was at Wembley when he gave Carlos Palomino a really great fight, but was caught with a left hook in the 11th round and knocked out. Only 2 defeats in 35 fights. Palomino and Jürgen Hatzin. Won British Championships at 2 weights and the European title. But I'm afraid at this stage, statistics like that just don't help him. He's got to get in and have a go against one of the smartest young boxers we've seen for many a year. Flashy, yes, but can do the business. With his preparation in America, likes it here, trained in Las Vegas before, then went to Knoxville, Tennessee and trained with John Tate, the heavyweight champion. And was given quite a friendly reception here in Maryland. And been walking around in a cowboy hat. Up his left hook there as Green came in. Body and chin. This fellow really does have every punch in the book. And the crowd go absolutely hysterical every time Leonard throws a punch. Tremendous here at the Capitol Center, one of the great arenas of the world. 30 seconds to go in round two. And he's whipping those punches around Green's body. Green's taken them like that before. Better there than on the chin for him. No need for Leonard to show that cockiness at all as we look into replay of those punches then. There it is. Dave Green trying to come inside in the left hook. The combinations are absolutely perfect by Leonard. A little bit short. They probably look better from the back of the hall than they did in the ring. Davey now knowing he's sampled the champion's best punches. I think they're not necessarily best, but some of his best. Round three. For the uninitiated, of course, 15 rounds in the championship fight. This is the 10-stone 7 division. And old Dave's famed mutt spreader punch when he throws that big right hand, hoping to wipe out any arrears at any time. great battle with Don Stracey that he won, who's here tonight. Old opponents cheering him on. Also Terry Downs is in the audience, and Jim Watt. Not to have to go looking for an opponent. And he knows Green will come at him. He's watched some video recordings of Green against Henry Riney and against Palomino, and said, I admire his will and determination, but I rated him a bit low in technique. Opponents, these two, Dick Eklund and Andy Price. Eklund went the limit with both of them. Green outpointed Price, but Leonard stopped Price in one round. Not rushing in recklessly here, as he's often been accused of. He said losing to Hansen was painful, but it might have taught him a lesson. Leonard's reaction so quick when he's countering. See him reading his opponent. Leonard has really got so strong since his amateur days. He's really filled out. Dave Green there with Andy Smith in the corner, and he's also brought the old trainer Danny Holland with him. Just in Casey's cut, the man who at one time looked after Henry Cooper's cuts. So they're being well cared for there. But he's got a tough task indeed, hasn't he? You've seen this man now, Leonard, at work. He really is a young master at only 23. A bit of replay there. You see Leonard picking off the punch. There it is again. Again it's short. Round 4. When you realise that Leonard got $1 million just to challenge to win the championship. He's got over $1 million for this performance tonight. So he's now become the highest single earner in sport. Leaving out the ancillaries, the actual performance, he must be getting more than anybody else now. Dave Green keeping that guard well up there. Obviously his corner is saying, tuck your head in behind those gloves, stop those hooks coming at you. Angelo Dundee calling the shots for Leonard there in the corner. He's not the manager, he's the one of the coaches. He's also got his old amateur coach with him that's been with Leonard since he was about 15. Dave Jacobs. It's not just a point-scoring left jab of Leonard's. Close up as I am here, that really is getting through and hurting Green. The Americans were told that Green wouldn't be found wanting when it came to a bit of grit, a bit of bulldog spirit, and he certainly got that, but he hasn't got the answer. The left hook, again that punch that Palomino hit him with, a marvellous combination by Sugar Ray Leonard, and he knows it's all over. They're not even counting over him. After McCanty has said no, the count's cancelled, Andy Smith has pulled the gum shield out of Green's mouth as they invade this ring when they really need a doctor to be looking after the loser. It seemed as though he was out before he hit the floor there. Manager Smith telling people to stand back, give the boxer time to recover. He's going across saying, where is the doctor? And there's the doctor in the ring. And Green, obviously concussed. His head hit the floorboards as he went down. There's padded underneath there, but he struck his head there, as he did in fact when he lost to Carlos Palomino. Almost with a finish of an executioner there. Britain's gallant champion being pulled to his feet, and that's always a relief. And there it is, the replay, and oh, and that's really painful to see it happen. It's so fast, even in replay. You can hardly catch up with the punches, and you can understand why Green didn't see them coming. And once more, from a different angle now, trying to keep the guard up, the left hand goes through, the reconnaissance punch, the uppercut, there's the left hook, and his legs buckled, and there it comes again, the one that really finishes him. Sugar Ray Leonard taking all the plaudits, and there they are, friendly consolation from the champion. But knowing Dave Green's spirit, that won't do him a lot of good, but he's got $160,000 in expenses for this one, and I'm afraid he's had to earn it. Well, Ray, congratulations. It was a tremendous finish. Had you planned it that way, or did it just happen?
I planned that way. The fact remains, when I was the challenger for the WBC title, I was very tense. The pressure got to me. I was not relaxed. You didn't see the real Sugar Ray Leonard. Tonight, I was relaxed because I knew Green had to bring the fight to me. I was able to do what I wanted to do. I had time to think, had time to set my punches, had time to set my pace.
Well, you certainly did. Did he hurt you at all? Did he catch you with any punches that hurt you?
No,
but
I was aware of his punching power. I was aware that Green was determined to take my title. But I just planned a certain strategy for Green, just like he had a strategy planned for myself.
Well, we'll be looking forward to seeing a lot more of you, Sugar Ray Leonard. Finally, Angelo Dundee, is he still going to get that much better as you predicted?
Oh, yes. Every fight better, better, and better. He's going to be a great fighter.
Well, that has to be one of the most clinical and powerful displays we've seen for a long time. Leonard relaxed and articulate at the end, and poor Dave Boy Green seemingly having hit his head on the canvas, as he did when floored by Palomino. Well, he did recover from that final onslaught, of course, but it was his manager, Andy Smith, who spoke to Reg Guthridge after the fight.
Well, Reg, I was pleased with Green. I thought Green was boxing very well. He was covering very well. He was blocking a lot of the shots. But, you know, with this guy, you just can't block them all. He left him about 2 inches gap, and he whipped the left hook through there, which started the rot. But, as I say, David boxed well, and he could give no better. Reg, when you're in this class, this guy is something else.
I see that you dived in at the ring at about the count of 7.
Well, Reg, even if I'd got up, I'd have stopped the fight, to be honest, because when I seen him, his head hitting this canvas, there was no way I was going to let him get up anyway. So when the count to 7 came, I knew that that was as far as he was concerned. All I was going to let him say, yes. From Addenbrooke's Hospital in Cambridge, from probably the top neurosurgeon in the country, and he had all the examinations in Cambridge and a repeat examination circumstances in Harley Street. And in both cases he was announced fit to continue boxing.
In that case, there can't be any argument, can there, if that's their decision?
No argument at all, but that didn't matter. If I would have detected a sort of tapering off of David's desires, I then would have said, well, look, let's call it a day. But that's not happening. As I say, he's still got this fervent attitude.